Program Assistant for the Global Give Back Circle Baobab Platform Mentorship Program. Allow me to invite my colleague, Rosine, who will be the presenter for today's webinar. Rosine works with the Global Give Back Circle for the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program as the program coordinator for Rwanda. Rosine, you're welcome.
Thank you so much, Sharifa, for the introduction, and hello everyone, and welcome to this webinar once again, as Sharifa was mentioning. So today we are going to discuss about how you can provide the best possible mentorship experience to your mentees. Before I go into the presentation, I would like to share with you the agenda of today's webinar. So we'll talk about today about the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program, and also we'll talk about what is expected of you as mentors in this program. I will share with you the safeguarding, and also we will talk about what is expected of your mentee. We'll talk about the connection and how you can set a cadence. We'll talk about the stages of mentoring relationship, and also we'll talk about how you can help your mentee to make the most of the mentorship experience. And at the end, I will share with you also some resources that can help you to be successful in your journey as mentors in this program. I would like to ask you to look at your screen and answer to those 2 poll questions that are there. Before we continue, we would like to know our participant today. So the first question, how long have you been part of the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program? And the second, what do you believe to be the most important aspect of the mentorship? So you choose the right one. We need to know if you have been in the program less than 1 year, if it is 1 year or 2 years. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone, for taking the time to fill to answer to those 4 questions. And from what you have said, I can see that a large number, which is 50% of our participants today, have been in the program for less than 1 year, which means that you are new to the program. We have 14% of the mentors who have been in the program for 1 year, 21% they have been in the program for 2 years, and 14% have been in the program for 3 years or more. And what do you believe to be most important aspect of mentorship? 21% said to provide encouragement and emotional support. 14% said it's to provide career guidance and job search. And 64%, which is a large number, said it's about knowledge, experience, and connection. So thank you so much for everybody, once again, for for answering the 4 questions. We will be, throughout the presentation, we will get to understand the answer for the second question. But for the first question, first of all, I would like to say welcome to the new mentors in the program, and also the mentors who have been in the program for more than 3 years, for 2 years, for 1 year. Welcome, everyone. And congratulations once again. This is not the first time for the old mentors who are participating today. It is something that we appreciate, and we really congratulate you for taking this decision to join us as mentors. So you are part of a community of more than 2,500 mentors who are collectively accelerating the path to success for more than 2,500 young African men and women. So congratulations for making difference into young Africans. So the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program is a partnership between Baobab Platform and Global Give Back Circle, and it is funded by the Mastercard Foundation. So Global Give Back Circle, it is an organization that have more than 15 years of mentoring experience, and we work as mentoring program implementation partner for the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program. The pilot project for this program, it has happened in 2018, and in 2020, we officially launched the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program. And today we are at the beginning of year 4 with more than 2,500 mentees. We have a team of 7 people who work on the Baobab Platform Mentorship Program for the Global Give Back Circle. We have Asmahan Pogar, who is a senior program manager, and she's based in Kenya. We have Susan Amutoni, who is a program assistant, and she's based in Uganda. We have Rock Agon, who is based in Benin, and he's also a program assistant. We have Sharifa Negesa, a program assistant, who is based in Uganda. We have Ramatu Issa, who is based in Ghana, and Oswaldo Grimo, who is based in Benin, and myself, Rosine, based in Rwanda. We are not the only one. We have also the Baobab Platform Mentee Support Team, including Credo Kaninda, who is a program manager, special project for the Baobab Platform, Kelvin Tichana, data management associate for the Baobab Platform, and also Gracia Batishwa, bilingual coordinator for the Baobab Platform. So even if you have seen that as a Baobab Platform Mentorship Program team, we are based in a few countries in Africa, it doesn't mean that we work only in Africa. I mean, within those few countries, we can be able to support anyone wherever you are. So I am sure that you have been in contact with one of us already. So who are your fellow mentors in this program? So the mentors are Africans, or they have lived or worked in Africa, which means that they have knowledge of the African job market. They are experienced networkers. Some of the mentors among of you are entrepreneurs, some work in the government, others in the private sector. And or something that you have in common is that you all are passionate and driven to give back to the continent. And the purpose of this mentorship is to accelerate the personal and professional development of the mentees. And because we believe that with your experience and knowledge, you can be able to guide your mentee into accelerating their personal and professional development. So we believe also that you can help your mentee in terms of career guidance, finding job. You can give your mentee information on how to find a job, how to build their network, and also how to start a business. Because some of the mentees, as I mentioned, some of the mentees are interested in starting their own business. So sometimes there is this confusion about the coaching and mentor. So I wanted us to revisit again those two concepts, and we'll find that mentorship and coaching, most of the time people take them as the same, and sometimes it can bring confusion. So in our case, we do mentorship, because when we see coaching, we see that a coach is somebody who is an expert at a particular skill, but for a mentor is somebody who is a senior and experienced. And when we see coaching, we see that coaches often charge fees, but for the mentors, if you are called a mentor, it means you are a volunteer, you are just offering a support, you are sharing your life experience and knowledge just for free. And when we see the coaching is structured, is formal, but mentorship is less formal. So our case, it's mentorship, and that's why for us, we don't even match a mentor with a mentee who have the same background or have the same field of study. What is expected of you as a mentor? As a mentor in our program, you have responsibility to fulfill. First, some of those responsibility, we expect you mentors not to be judgmental and to listen carefully to your mentee so that you can be able to understand what they want to achieve. And in case you don't understand anything, we expect you as a mentor to ask questions and also to provide feedback to your mentees. And we expect you as a mentor to provide a safe space for your mentee and to help your mentee to set realistic goals. So some of the mentees, they are still in school. That's why we expect mentors also to provide guidance on setting academic goals. And some of the mentees also are the young professionals, they are starting their career. So it's a good way also to provide them a career development guidance. Something also which is a key that we expect the mentors to do is to share their personal insight or experience with their mentees so that they can learn from their failure or from their success. So, and we expect the mentors also to act as accountability partners to their mentors, to their mentees, because we want the mentees to be responsible and to fulfill, to achieve their goals. It's very important as mentors to act as accountability partner to make sure that the mentees achieve their goals that they have set. So, and lastly, we also expect the mentors to provide a safe space where there is no harm. So when I say no harm, it brings us to your role in safeguarding. So safeguarding participant is our #1 goal. And when we say safeguarding, we want simply to mean to protect participant from harm. And this harm could come in many forms and can be intentional or unintentional. So when we say intentional, is any act or harm that is purposeful. And when we say unintentional harm, this often comes from inflicting one's personal view, for example, like being judgmental or something like that. So on as mentors, you have unique opportunity to be part of your mentee's safe space. So this slide, as you can see, there are numbers of guidelines, and by keeping the following key point in mind, you will be supporting the safe space to guide your mentee, for guiding your mentee. I mean this slide. So for example, there are a lot of guidelines, and maybe I can mention some of them. For example, it's very important as a mentor to keep the mentee, your relationship with the mentee professional, and remember always to be non-judgmental, always to respect your mentee's right. And some of the mentees, they have a lot of challenges, and it's very important to always accept the level they choose to participate at, and always remember before you post something on social media that includes your mentee to contact her or him. It will be very important. So when you provide your mentee with a safe space, you uphold the value of no harm. So it is extremely important to us that all participants feel safe and free from any form of harm. And as part of your mentee's journey, you can create a safe space for him or her, but while also acting as his or her voice. So in time of maybe you can see that your mentee is facing any sort of harm, it will be also an opportunity for you as a mentor to speak out for your mentee. Just let us know in case you see that there's something that that is a concern to your mentee, to let us know. And in case you feel like also there's something you're not comfortable with, it's very important that you report it to us. So who are those mentees that I have been talking about? So the mentees are African youth who are 18 to 35 years old. Some of them are college students, others are alumni, others are young professionals. They are just at the beginning of their profession or their career. So they are motivated, passionate, driven, and they are future leaders. As I mentioned earlier, some of them are really interested into entrepreneurship or are already entrepreneurs. So something that mentees have in common is that they are passionate about changing the future for themselves and for their community. So as mentors, you have your responsibility, but also your mentees have responsibilities that they have to fulfill in this mentoring relationship. So the mentees are expected to meet you regularly Our mentorship is online. So to just, if you have scheduled any meeting, so they have to meet you regularly as you have scheduled. So the mentees are expected to set the goals, to share with you the goals and expectations. So they are expected to be honest, open, and transparent. The mentees also are expected to follow through on commitment. If they have said, agreed to do something, they are expected to fulfill them. So the mentees are expected to ask you questions, because maybe if they don't understand anything, you can expect them that they will be asking you so that they can know more what you are expecting from them. So they are also expected to listen and understand, and also the mentees are expected to be open to receive your constructive feedback. So about communication and connecting. So I am sure I have seen that you have some new mentors, but also you have some mentors who have been in the program. So for now, we have sent the email to all mentors about their mentees, with information about their mentees. So once we send the email, inside that email, I hope you have found a chat link, a link that brings you to the direct chat on the Baobab platform, where you can send a message to your mentee. So what we expect from you is that you send them an initial communication via Baobab platform to your mentee. After your mentee responds, you can discuss and choose to change a channel of communication based on what works for you. Some of you may choose to use WhatsApp, use Google Meet, use Zoom, any platform that you can find to be easier for you. So, but we always encourage you to stay connected to the Baobab platform, to stay active on the Baobab platform, because there's a lot of resources that are there that can help you as mentors in your journey of mentorship. And again, we share mentor tips every Friday on the Baobab platform, so you don't need to miss that. And apart from that, there are courses that I have seen. We had examples of mentors who are recommending mentees to take some courses on the Baobab platform, maybe recommending the mentees to check the opportunities for furthering their studies, for job, for internship that are being posted on the Baobab platform. Or there's a lot of people on the platform. For you mentors also, it can be an opportunity for you to connect with different people from the continent and abroad. So there are 3 stages that I want to talk about of mentoring relationship that are very important that we discuss about. So the first stage is starting the relationship. So this is the first stage, and in this first stage, as you can see, it's starting the relationship. It's the time to know each other. So in this stage, it's where you establish a communication schedule. So if you're going maybe to be communicating with your mentee once a week or twice or once 2 weeks, it depends on how you schedule it. It's very important to clearly set clear expectation around time and preferred communication methods. If you're going to use WhatsApp, let it be clear that we're going to use WhatsApp. If it is a Google Meet, if it is something that you're going to choose, in this stage, that's the stage where you discuss everything, you get to know each other. And that's where your mentee also is going to share the goals that she or he has for this, for her or for himself. And in this stage, something that I cannot forget to mention is that this is really the hardest stage, because you are meeting someone new, and most of the time at the beginning, first week, first month, it's always hard because you're trying to get to know each other. So don't be discouraged in case you're seeing that things, especially for new mentors, in case you see that things are not going well, just try to be patient and try to be open and help your mentee be open so that you can get to know each other and be ready to start. So the second stage is create a plan together. Now you know each other, you know what your mentee needs. Then in that time, when you start to create a plan together, it's in the stage 2. And in this stage, you document the mentorship goals. Now you know what you're going to work on, and also you help your mentee to prioritize the goals, to make them smart, and try to see if there are resources available to be able to achieve those goals, and really try to understand what your mentee wants to achieve and try to help her or him be reasonable or be realistic in those goals. So in the stage 3, this is the last stage of the mentoring relationship. So in this stage, that's when you start seeing that some of the goals are starting to be achieved. And in this time, that's when you will say maybe some of the goals are being achieved. That's the time to establish new goals. Or maybe because of the experience you have had, you can learn maybe that some of the goals need to be removed, or you can adjust somehow. So this is the last stage. And something important, remember as a mentor to celebrate those small achievements with your mentee, those milestones, and try to bring out the best in your mentee. So we have resources that can help you throughout this journey of the mentorship for you as a mentor. We have a mentorship course on the Baobab platform. So the mentorship course, usually it is for the mentees. It is designed for the mentees. But I recommend for you mentors, if you have time, also to take that course, because it has rich information about mentorship, important, some information, some experience of the mentees who have been in the program. So it can be really something good that you check that course on the Baobab platform. And also you can check with your mentee, especially for those who have been in the program for a long time, especially 3 years. Just check with your mentee if they have been able to take the course, and encourage them to take the course as well. So the mentee guidebook is there as well to guide the mentee about the program. There is also a mentor guidebook for you. Make sure that you have the guidebook. It has information about the program and everything that you need to know. In case you don't know, you don't have the guidebook, let us know in the chat so that we can provide you with the guidebook. So there is also the Baobab chat group. So those Baobab chat group for mentors, it's really helpful because it's like a community for mentors where you can share different ideas, different experience, where you can meet with other mentors from other countries. And on this group, that's where we share some information related to the events that are coming, also information like weekly tips. And it's really good also to keep an eye on those groups. If you are not in those groups, also let us know so that we can add you. So there is also Baobab Platform Mentorship newsletter. So we have a newsletter that we share every month. So in those newsletters, there are combined tips for the previous month that are shared in the newsletter, and also there are success story from mentee and mentor that we share every month in the newsletter. So just remember to check that as well. And also we are there as a support team to help you. So the support team from the Global Give Back Circle is there to support you throughout the way. And as I mentioned earlier, I know you have been in communication with either one of us or many of us. And also there is the Baobab platform mentee support team to help you with anything that is related to the platform. In case you have any challenge with the platform, always there to make sure that you have a smooth experience of the mentorship. So there's also upcoming events, and it's very important that you know them and save the date and join us. So next week, Wednesday, on 24th January, we have Baobab demo for the mentorship participant. So this will be an opportunity for the mentors to get to know how to use Baobab. Baobab is an amazing platform, but again, somehow it can be complicated for someone who doesn't know how to use it. So this will be a very good opportunity for you. If you don't know how to use the platform, please join us on 24th and learn how to use the Baobab platform, how you can help your mentee to navigate through. So remember to join us. And I think in the chat, you can find the link for this event. And in February, we also have an amazing 23rd, that will be Friday, 23rd February. We'll be having a webinar about financing your business or startup or IT related. So here it will be an opportunity for the mentees to learn how they can finance their business or startups. And for you mentors, we will have like mentors who are panelists, but we will be also to be a pleasure also to have some mentors joining us to facilitate the conversation, you know, to give us ideas on how we can finance the business, helping the mentees understand this. So we hope that you will see you there, and we will share the information and the link for this in the upcoming weeks. So if you have any question or need the support relating to the Baobab platform, now maybe your password is not working, anything technical, please contact support@baobabplatform.org, or something that is related to the mentorship. You can contact us at the Global Give Back Circle team at this email, baobabmentorship@globalgivebackcircle.org. We will be happy to help you. And if you are in contact with one of our team members, also you can reach out to that team member. There's no problem. So thank you so much for your attention. And now it's your time to share your questions. If you have a suggestion, it's your time. We still have some good time to share. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Rosine, for that wonderful presentation. And thank you all to all the mentors. So I think some of the queries they haven't got the guidebooks. Some of them are not in the group, the Baobab platform group. Maybe you could start with those.
Yeah, I think for those one who don't have the guidebook, make sure that the name that is appearing to your, like if you can see your name here, it's the right one that we have. So if your name is different, for example, you can see that my name is Rosine Mkabagora. If your name is not right, just change it, write your name in the chat so that we can follow up with you and send you the guidebook. So I mean the name that appearing to your Zoom. If it is not the right one, yeah, or you can even send just type the email in the chat. Thank you. What was another thing?
Some of the mentors are not in the chat group on Baobab, so yeah.
Yeah, also those ones also they can also let us know their names or their email, and then we will the Baobab team will add them to the group.
Okay, thank you so much. Liz, your hand is up. You can unmute yourself and ask the question.
Thanks, Sharifa. Actually, this is directed to you. I have not been able to connect with my mentee. I know we did emails back and forth. I'm just worried about the timelines, and yet there's no sort of communication whatsoever with her. So how do I go about that? Because I think she's also missing out.
So I've reached out to your mentee. I think I sent another email during this week, and I'm waiting on her. So I think by Monday, I should be having feedback for you, and I'll get back to you right away.
No worries. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, thank you, Rizzi, for following up.
Alexia, you can unmute.
All right, thank you. So I have also the same concern. My mentee hasn't been responsive. So I had reached out for if you could help, but I haven't got any response, being from the mentee or from your team. So I don't know how I'll go about it. If there's any suggestion, or if you can give me another one, if the previous one maybe had concern, which I would like also to know. So if I'm able to help, I do. So yeah, you can advise. Thank
Okay.
you.
So Alexia, did you join the program this year, like last year?
This year.
Okay. So we will follow up with your mentee to see what is happening. Sometimes it happens that maybe you send a message on the Baobab platform and the mentees are not that mentee may be not active on the Baobab platform. What we do, we usually, when we know that, we usually reach out to via email or phone call, so that we know what is happening. But we will follow up with your case as well.
She responded once, and then I shared my WhatsApp number so we can speak freely like friends, not only on the platform. But since then, nothing else.
Okay, I see. So you communicated once and then she disappeared.
Yeah.
I see. Yeah, most of the time, yeah, that's what happened. Maybe we will just follow up with her on email and phone call and connect you once again so that you can choose WhatsApp as you suggested in the message on the Baobab.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Alexia and Rosine. Francis Wanji, you can say your question.
Yes, good afternoon, friends. My name is Francis Wanji. I'm a mentor based in Uganda. I've been listening in to the experiences of my fellow mentors, and my experience has not been very different, though not exactly like what has been shared. My question is, do you intentionally get these mentees together and explain to them how important mentoring is to them while they are still in school, even when they are done in school as they begin their career? And then is it something that you also do consistently to remind them? Because what I see is that they could be missing out on a lot of content and support just because they may not really be knowledgeable about the benefits that they can gain out of this. That's my question. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so Asman, do you want to say something about that?
Yes, thank you, Francis, for your question. Yes, we do have webinars and events where we do speak to the mentees on the importance of the mentorship program. We understand, given the diversity of the people that we have in the program, people have different expectations and all that. But sometimes it's a bit of a challenge because not everyone understands the way you are trying to explain things. So that's why we always request, whenever you feel that there's something amiss between you and your mentee, and you let us know immediately so that we can be able to have a discussion with the mentee. Sometimes when you're having a group discussion, some of the mentees might not be able to freely express themselves. So we always do have a one-on-one session with the mentees and try to understand from her or his perspective, what does it mean to be a mentee or being in a mentorship program. Yeah, so we do those things and we do follow up, and we always welcome any feedback that you as a mentor can share with us to help us better help the mentees to be on the same page with you. Thank you.
Any other question?
Yeah, there is one from Zanele. Zanele, you can speak. You're permitted.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Rosina, I think my question is, I've been a mentor from last year, but the mentee that was allocated never responded on the Baobab platform. And also I couldn't, I tried to make a follow-up. And I think the last time you had said you were gonna just follow up with her and see if you can reach her on the email. I still have not been able to contact her or reach her. So I want to know, will you be allocating me a different mentor, or different mentee, or you would allocate a
Yeah.
different one? I'm not sure what the procedure will be, or should we still wait for her or make a follow-up on her?
Yeah, thank you so much, Zanel. There are some mentors, especially from last year, who have the same issue. So what we are going to do is that some of you, we are going to give you the new mentees, because some of the mentees have dropped because we followed up on the email and they didn't respond. So we will follow up. We will just follow up with you so that we can assign you a new mentee. Thank you so much for raising that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Zanele and Rosine. So we have a couple of questions from Bernard Okoth. He's asking, how long is the mentorship?
Yeah, the mentorship officially is for 1 year. And, most of the cases, mentorship can last forever, depending on the relationship mentee and mentor has built. But for the case of our program, the mentorship is for 1 year.
Okay. Another one is the mentorship renewal automatic at the end of 1 year?
No, it is not renewed automatically. What happened, like after 1 year, it's like kind of a graduation. If you have been able to work with your mentee in a very good way, so we believe that your mentee have learned a lot, and it's time to work on your own. So as a program, you're not responsible for your meetings or just requesting you any kind of feedback. But again, we kind of continue to share with you as mentors and mentees information about the program, what is happening in the program. So, but in another case, maybe let's say that you are a mentor, but you are willing to take another mentee. That's when you let us know. At the end of 1 year, you let us know that I'm willing to take one more mentee for the upcoming year. So yeah, that's what happened.
Thank you
But
so much, Rosine.
in all cases, at the end of the year, we communicate with you to let you know what is next.
Okay, thank you so much. The next question is, am I allowed to continue with my mentee from the previous year?
Yeah, as I mentioned, you can even continue for all your life. It will depend on what you choose and what was your experience with your mentee. There is no problem. Mentorship never ends, but just for the purpose of as our program, just we give ourselves 1 year. But with your mentee, you can continue with her or him.
Okay, is it fine if some basic topics or questions are assigned to a mentee so that at least it can direct them in addition to what the mentee has on their side?
Sorry?
Is it fine if some basic topics or questions are assigned to a mentee so that at least it can direct them in addition to what the mentee has on their side?
Yeah, I think it's all about a discussion that you have with your mentee. You are open to discuss with your mentee and just direct your conversation and your mentorship. It's up to you and your mentee. As long as your mentee is part of that, so whatever you accept, you're allowed to do that.
Okay, and then the last question from him is it okay if Baobab introduces a get-together session
I
for
think
mentees
Asman
and
want to add
mentors?
something. Asman want to add something. I think.
Okay, Asmahan.
Yes. Just onto the previous question about topics and questions. Yes, depending on when you're starting to kind of get to know one another, understanding the mentee's goals. At the same time, we also know that you as a mentor also have a goal of being a mentor in the program. The mentee will come to you with maybe a set of goals that he or she wants to achieve during that time. And it's pretty okay for you as a mentor to be able to guide her whenever you feel like there's something else that maybe the mentee can think about for him or her to achieve her goals. And also, as my colleagues have mentioned, we always share tips every Friday. And if you go on the chat group, you can find there are so many tips starting from 3 years ago. And you can pick some of those topics because we believe sometimes when you're discussing about things, it doesn't always have to be very serious. So some of the topics that we share, the prompts that we have there, they also touch on life experiences, relationships, things that are maybe less career focused. And those are some of the things that you can use in terms of making sure that your communication with your mentee is all-rounded and to be able to help him or her to be able to be a better person, as well as for you to grow in your mentorship journey.
Thank you so much, Asmahan, for elaborating on that. The last question from Bernard is it okay if Baobab introduces a get-together session for mentees and mentors, maybe a one day on the venue of their choice? This can be optional, but it can make their sessions active and practical.
Yeah, Diane, can you help us answer that question? Okay. Asmahan.
So for now, it's not possible to have a get-together session because we have mentees from different countries in Africa, and some of them are doing their studies around the world. The same with the mentors. We did try to kind of figure out the logistic behind it, but it was very hard to make it happen. But of course, that is something that in the near future we are looking to implement, and when that happens, we will communicate.
Thank you so much, Asmahan. I think that was our last question. Mentors, you can please still ask the questions. You can raise your hand and then you'll be permitted to speak if there is still any.
There is another question that we didn't answer from Masenga. Do you ensure mentees have regular access to emails and internet? My mentee respond after 3 to 6 months with very little information. Asmahan.
So all the mentees coming on board, when they fill the form and all that, they do make a commitment to be able to communicate and maintain communication with their mentors. But then you find some of the mentees, some of them, when we do reach out to them to figure out what has happened, whenever we receive feedback from the mentor that they have not received any communication from the mentee, we find that either the mentee have lost their information about the mentor. Some of them are having challenges accessing the platform. Some of them have lost their gadget and all that. So there's a lot of challenges that are happening on the mentee side. And it's when we are able to know that there is a challenge, we are able to step in and assist however we can, but we do not we are unable, and I don't think we can be able to make sure that each mentee has a laptop, each mentee has a smartphone, or each mentee has access to good internet. So those are some of the challenges that we are facing, and we are still trying to look for ways to sort it out.
Thank you so much, Asmahan. There is a question from Mariam. How long will it take for a new mentee to be assigned to you if your present mentee is not responsive?
Basically, we take like 2 weeks. Yeah, because sometimes you can find that the mentee is facing some of the challenges that even we have been mentioning, like internet, like maybe their devices, like their phone is not working, their laptop, those kind of things. So we take time to evaluate what is happening before we take the decision to give another mentee. So it's something that we evaluate on case-by-case basis. But usually it's 2 weeks.
Okay, thank you so much, Rosine. I do not see any other questions. Yeah, I don't see any other questions.
I forget to add something. But also, again, it depends on the availability of the mentees, because once we close the application of the mentees, sometimes we don't have those mentees. You have to just wait. Yeah. But the response comes just in 2 weeks, the decision to take that change.
Thank you so much, Rosine. I think that's all, because I do not see any other questions in the chat from the mentors. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending this webinar. We appreciate your time, and keep the questions coming through. Even through the email, we'll be able to respond to you. Thank you so much.
You